Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Pulp Pixel Media.
Exploring the media multiverse of geek culture.
He meddled in things eventually.
Hey everybody, it's Dr. G, the man of Nerdology, and welcome back to another episode of Dial G for Gamer. This is episode 2 of our Dial G for Gamer series, where we're going to be taking a deep dive look at dcuonline. In episode 1, we used a sort of RPG hack, paper-generated random generator to create Atomika, a metahuman evil with powers of atomic powers, a staff, and the skimming ability. So that's who we created. You can see her on the screen now, kind of a rogue trooperish color, which you'll hear me comment on a few times throughout this. So today we are going to be going through the Secret Origins playthrough, as it were. So for this part of the audio, this is the kind of opening animatics to the game, where we've got the setup of Brainiac coming to Earth and trying to assimilate Earth, but he'll quickly discover that his plans aren't quite going as he thought because of the exobytes. They're nano something. Put nano in front of anything in it, and it becomes super sciencey. That's what you learn in Quantum and Nano. Quantum and Nano were the two catchphrase words you can put on something, and it makes it science fiction-y. So this is it. So the origin. So I kind of wanted to play around with the origin, and I talk about it in the first video that while this is the set origin for the setting of the game, I kind of imagine my character a little more as this sort of radioactive crystalline marauder from the microverse. So kind of like a little bit of a sort of He-Man-esque character, Masters of the Universe style. I'm a big fan of Masters of the Universe. If you haven't followed me on my podcasts, in fact, actually, we have a podcast about Masters of the Universe called MotuCast. You can find that on iTunes, Stitchers, the usuals, and on our websites, www.pumptopixel.com, which you should see here in the video screen here. Oh, the video screen. I'm old-timey sometimes. Oh, anyway, we're about to begin.
A lot. Reminds me a little of Roach. Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
So there should be the audio playing as well here.
Brainiac's centuries.
Introductions, Lex.
This will be a very interesting mix of old me and new me.
You can trust him as much as you can trust anyone.
At the moment.
Lex. Take a walk around.
All right.
So Lex when you can move on.
So this is a kind of cool character. I have this staff weapon. Right now it's the generic staff weapon, which, ugh. I mean, it looks cool in the sense of, Deathstroke had a staff weapon, although I don't always see it as much anymore. It's always the guns and the swords, which, I mean, it's fine, but I kind of always thought that staff was a kind of cool version. The Marv Wolfman, I'm drawing a blank on the artist. Run of Deathstroke's one of my favorites.
Dr. Lex, hear what he's got to say.
It's in the 90s, late 80s and 90s. I cannot remember the name of the artist, which is killing me. I feel so bad about it. I really enjoyed his work.
You've got a weapon, right?
In that series. That was that got me into Deathstroke. Even more than I'd say this. Alright, so this one is cool. I kind of talk about this a little in the video, which I'm going to let come in. You'll probably notice that there's these two tracks going on here where you hear me on the video and you hear this, but that's me. Anyway, look at them go. Yeah, so this is my commentary track on this. If you've ever played through this before, it's It's got the music and stuff, but Lex is kind of being a imperious jerk most of the time. He's doing his best Lex. I love how nerfed everything is, including the villains, I should say, in these first levels. So in the game, the scales. Now this is very different than the first time I ran through this. This is there was a lot more tedious sort of gameplay in it. This new version of the opening origin is really kind of cool, especially since you team up with Lex immediately and a couple of other things we'll see down the road. Remember, this is future me. So future me and past me should be talking at the same time. All right. Yeah. So
let's see how I take on.
Animatics on that last one are not the best. Like I said, we'll see as we go. Ooh. Here we go. Take this guy. Brainiac. I love the look of those Brainiac arachnids. Those are kind of cool. Although you fight a ton of them in this game. It's just like to the point I'm like, ugh. I love Brainiac's Lex's battle suit. I mean, the bulky version's cool. I would love to see a little more like the classic Lexor suit. Because I always thought the classic Lexor suit was cool. And it really gave him like... It really kind of set him up more as evil Tony Stark, more than anything, at that point, which, you know, is kind of a cool twist. Although, knowing, like, the history of the character of Iron Man, like, you know, evil Tony Stark doesn't always seem like a big stretch. Especially, I'd say, during, like, the registration period and the initiative and all that stuff. Where he's like, oh, hi, imperialism. An arms dealer's into imperialism? What? No way. I never would have imagined that. I love complicated superheroes though. I like when they're like, you know, it's sort of like you need them, but like they're this terrible force in your world, and it's kind of nice. Not all the time though. I think the place where I wasn't the biggest fan is when there's certain characters I'm like, you know what? People just like those guys, even though it's like a terrifying idea that they're around and what they can do. They like those guys. So Superman's probably the best idea, because one of the things I would say, spoiler warnings. This may be a bit of a DC Universe movie rant, but actually, you know, I don't even want to rant about it. All I wanted to say is like, I get kind of what they're saying. If Superman did appear, we'd treat him a lot more like Godzilla is treated in like the Gareth Edwards like Godzilla movies, which I love those. Actually, I really like the first one. Second one I even like better. My wife and I just rewatched it recently. It was awesome. I highly recommend it. But anyway, not endorsing, you know. I should probably say hashtag, you know, not sponsored by DCU or any way or Warner Brothers. Just a big fan. But anyway, as I was saying, it's like, you know, in the real world, I would totally get, yeah, Superman's kind of like the Incredible Hulk, or like, you know, or Godzilla in that way, and especially as portrayed with this sort of, you know, every time he takes off or lands, he like breaks the property, you know, breaks property and stuff, which, I don't know, it makes for a cool effect, but like, and it looks cool in digital, but it's sort of like kind of a jerk move on Superman's part, which is not always what I would think he would do. Websites that contradict me to the side that are really funny. That's a inside baseball joke, so we'll let that go there. Anyway, so this part here. Okay, so you fight with Sinestro and Professor Zoom. Now that was not there in the original versions when I originally played, because, you know, I have not played through this origin in a long time. Once they gave the option to skip this, I skip it like every time, because I like to make characters. I don't necessarily like to play through the game. So this is part of what this video series is about too, is me playing through as much of the game's plot as I can, as I've never sort of done finished the full questline. I think I did it once on the earliest version of this game on the PlayStation, on the console. I think I did it once, but I have not done that since. So this is part of that. So Atomika here, who is kicking butt with her staff and her radiation weapons. Oh, I guess I can't blast those guys. That's so weird, Professor Zoom. Oh, with his yellow. His PP card. I know yellow can be seemingly fast, and it's it's definitely like
Smash that guy. Smash that guy. You want
the speed suit of Bruce Lee always comes to mind when I think yellow for badassness, but I would think yellow.
Back sweep for the leg.
I know. I have the body of a 43-year-old and the mind of a 10-year-old. So it's the cross I must bear. All right, so I'm pretty Legion of Dooming it here with Professor Zoom and Sinestro peacing out right there. Let's go talk to Lex again. We gotta
Do enough of that.
Lex it up. Oh yeah, those orange barrels. Yay. Okay. Oh, I don't have to talk to him. He just wonderful. That's right, Baldy. Follow me.
We have to destroy this ship.
Oh yeah. I rarely play the villain part, so this is actually a nice departure for me to be able to get a look at that villain part. Alright, stabby, and zappy. This is what I like to call zappy. Give him a zap. So part of this thing that's going to come out of this channel, I'm hoping to do is a lot more, not just gameplay, video game play, but also tabletop RPG design. And so I'll definitely do some videos that'll kind of be an in-between of this and my speed drawing videos that are out there. So if get into that aura. Yeah, orange aura. That always means I can heal faster and get more energy to do more zappy.
Alright,
But anyway, so zappy, punchy, stabby. Those all sound like really great basic maneuvers for a role-playing game, a tabletop role-playing game with a little tongue-in-cheekness to it.
Bam, bam, bam. So they must synergize together. I gotta.
Oh man, so what other actions would you call it? So if you got punchy, stabby, zappy to kind of cover I guess what, rain or punching, pew, but pew's lasers, so I guess that's kind of like zappy, punchy, stabby, pew. Zappy zap could be powers versus lasers. Lasers could be pew could be lasers.
And their Lex.
Bang bangs, guns. And that's finger guns too. You gotta do finger guns when you play that. So you've got so I guess you've got zappy could be superpower, punchy, smashy. I will be designing this as we go. Alright, anyway, should probably get back to this game. And not the imaginary... Oh, well, these are all imaginary games. Imaginary tabletop role-playing game with silly names that I'm coming up with in my head. But you know what? You put in your quarter, you gotta listen to the whole playlist. It's kind of like Michael Pena's characters in the So, if you've listened to my podcast, you'll know it's part of the charm. All right. So this intro bit is great too. This battle was always kind of pretty boring. You just blow these things up. But the fact that, and it's the same thing here. I just kind of blew those things up. But the fact that while you're doing that, the Joker and Circe are also fighting.
Out of his systems. You'll have to defeat
Pretty
him if you
awesome.
don't want to go down.
Although, I don't know. Circe as... The Joker as a villain, I totally get. But Circe... she's just not the villain I think of when I think of Wonder Woman. I usually think like... Well, I think Cheetah first.
Your time is
And I guess there's
near.
Dr. Psycho and Dr. Poison and a few others.
Alright.
It's all Greek myth stuff, though, usually, you know, with her. Which, obviously, that's her thing. That would be, like, me complaining about, like, man, Thor only has, like, gets Loki all the time. What's up with that? You know, so, I think I'll leave that as is. So this part's awesome. Okay, I'm totally bearing the lead here. Brainiac. You get to fight Brainiac. You used to fight this, like, super dumb, like, I mean, it was a cool looking robot and everything, but, you know, it was definitely, like, I like this. This is very much here, like, starting off, like, I feel like a Teen Titan, you know?
So that was not
I feel
the
like,
best.
or an outsider.
Ted fight.
Yeah. Well, I guess in this
Alright,
case, this would be, like,
Give us the
the
business.
those parts.
You are stronger.
All right, you know, when I originally did this, I thought I would keep the original audio that I recorded when I was recording this, but I think that's boring. I think I'll keep this voiceover instead. Hey, Inside Baseball again.
Seriously.
All right, so off they go, and there we are. So I think that pretty much covers it. Oh, so come back next week. When we'll have episode 2, where we'll take on our first mission for Lex and the Legion of Doom on back in Metropolis. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel and hit that, smash that button, get those, get that notification. We will be back with more DCU. I'll also be having a new character I create, a heroic character, so we'll play through both the villainous and heroic line, so I'll switch between them throughout. And come back for more speed drawings and more Dial G for Gamer, where I will be doing some other stuff with tabletop role-playing games and some game design in particular. Make sure also to check us out on all our other social media, so you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Pulp to Pixel. That's Pulp to the letter number 2 Pixel. And also we have pulptopixel.com, and on Facebook, Pulp to Pixel Media. I think you can even follow us on Tumblr as well. So once again, thanks for watching, and make sure to come back next week for episode 3, where we will either continue Atomika's adventures or create her heroic counterpart with the random character generation system. All right. Thanks again for watching.